Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Faith Builder. Hope that you're doing well this Wednesday morning. We're looking at this issue of which side of Jesus are we on this week, and kind of diving into Luke chapter 23, where Jesus is crucified between two thieves, one on his left and one on his right. And all of humanity either relates to one side or the other. And I just want to ask you this morning, do you feel helpless? Have you ever wrestled with helplessness? During these times, a lot of us have felt and wrestled with helplessness. And when you think about helplessness, let's go a little deeper on that issue about just the issues of sin and death, because struggling with the feeling of helplessness, we have to turn somewhere. And if we get down below the surface there of helplessness, it really leads us to ultimately just how helpless we are as human beings, ultimately in the big scheme of things, especially when it comes to dealing with the big issues in life that really impact so much of the world, which number one is sin itself, this problem that humanity has, that we all have, right? To live a good, moral, godly life. The other one is just this problem of death, is that we are helpless in light of death. And we can see here in this account, let me read it for us, is Luke 23. It says, one of the criminals who was hanged railed at him, saying, "Are you not the Christ? Save yourself and us." But the other rebuked him, saying, Do you not fear God, since you are under the same sentence of condemnation? And we indeed justly, for we are receiving the due reward of our deeds. But this man has done nothing wrong. And he said, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And he said to him, truly I say to you, today, Jesus said, you will be with me in paradise. What an incredible blessing that all of those of us who have faith in Jesus can hold on to, is that when we breathe our last, we're with him. But this idea of helplessness, both of these thieves, they represent all of humanity. There's no gray area when it comes to our stance before Jesus, is that we all are helpless, like these two thieves on the cross, unable to work their way to please God, to work our way to heaven. All of us are in a situation where we have to submit to God. Our helplessness should lead us to conviction. And we see with the one criminal who it broke him. It led him to realize the consequence of his sin in light of the perfect God. And he turned with faith to trust in Jesus, and he received the grace of God. The other option for helplessness is if we just hold on to try to bear it up ourselves. It's going to lead us to carry a burden that we're not meant to carry, and it will lead us to judgment. It will put us in a place of judgment like the other criminal, away from God. And this is why we need to be light and speak of the goodness and the grace of God in light of this. So helplessness, it should lead us, hopefully, to God. We either are going to take our helplessness to God, or we're going to carry a burden that we should never be able to handle, right, without him in these times. So let's just be encouraged by this account here again of which side of Jesus are we on. Let's take our helplessness and realize we all are helpless before God, and he has conquered the big issues, the real root issues of our helplessness, which is the power of sin and the power of death in our life, that we might live boldly for him in this world. God bless.